YouTube, my name is Brayden, and welcome back to Killer Movies. So, I've just been getting into movies for the first time. Mostly horror, but really all kinds. This channel is where I talk about movies I'm discovering, what I like about them, and which ones I would recommend for people just starting their movie journey as well. Today, I'm talking about The Shining from 1980, directed by Stanley Kubrick. So The Shining is rated R, and I'm going to tell you why. There's moderate nudity, severe violence and blood, severe language, and mild alcohol and smoking. Now, I love this movie and I wish I could recommend it to everybody, but because it is rated R, I have to respect the rules. If you are under the age of 17, I want you to consult your parents before watching this movie. Now, for the summary of The Shining. When a family moves into a large hotel for the winter, the dad, Jack Torrance, trying to clear his writer's block, slowly starts to deteriorate. Son, Danny Torrance, starts getting visions about the hotel from the help of his imaginary friend, Tony. And eventually, the hotel begins to show what it truly is. Now onto the actual review, starting with the positives. The three main actors in this movie really do a good job of showing what their characters are supposed to be. Jack Nicholson, who played Jack, is amazing at showing his characters' emotions, expressions, and even movements. Shelley Duvall, who plays Wendy, is really good at making her character look scared and confused. Infamously, that is mostly because of Stanley Kubrick's, he pushed her really hard, to her limits for most of the movie, just to get the scene that he wanted. So when she's really upset and confused and stuff and mad, that's actually real. And then there's Danny Lloyd, who played Danny. He was only 6 years old when they filmed this, yet he's one of my favorite child actors. He did a really good job as a child actor in this movie. And to make his performance even cooler and more impressive, he didn't even know it was a horror movie. They told him that it was a family drama that took place in a hotel, and yet he still looked terrified and confused. He did a really good job for only 6 years old. And for the dialogue in this movie is very realistic and it does not sound scripted at all. Also, the term red rum, which is murder spelled backwards, is, in my opinion, one of the most famous horror movie lines ever. But it's not even the most famous line from this movie. Obviously, the "Here's Johnny" line is more recognizable to the general audience. People that don't even really watch horror movies, they know what that line is from. Fun fact, Jack Nicholson actually improvised that line. It wasn't a script, he just said it. So the plot of The Shining is very original and interesting. It's got some pretty wacky parts, but that adds to its coolness, I guess. It adds to the scariness of the movie, and it makes for an amazing movie. For the characters, Jack Torrance is one of the most iconic horror movie villains of all time. His character makes you want to know more, and it just makes you very interested. Wendy is a good add-on to the overall story, and Danny, only being 5 years old in the story, is very smart, he's innocent, and his involvement with Tony, the boy who lives in his mouth, is very mysterious. There are a lot of other really cool side characters as well, such as Dick Hallorann the cook, Lloyd the bartender, and the Grady sisters. The score for this movie, most of it is just scary background noises that you hear throughout the movie that actually, it makes the movie a lot scarier. The opening theme, though, it's one of my favorite horror themes of all time. It's very eerie and spooky, and it fits the mood of the movie. The atmosphere is really dark and chilling, and it's almost never upbeat. And that really adds to the overall scariness of the movie. Every time I watch The Shining, it makes me really, I get really uneased, because Shining does a really good job at making you scared. For the negatives, well, there are no negatives. I can only think of one negative thing about The Shining. Overall, The Shining, in my opinion, is one of the best horror movies of all time. It's an absolute masterpiece and does everything right. My rating out of 10 for this movie is going to be a 10. You can pay to stream this movie on Apple TV, Amazon Prime, YouTube, Hulu, and HBO Max. If you want to buy this movie physically, you can get it on Blu-ray and 4K. I would definitely recommend getting this. If you haven't seen The Shining, you definitely should. I cannot recommend this movie enough, and yeah, it's amazing. Definitely watch it if you haven't. Well, that's it for today, YouTube. Another movie down, a million more to go.